Zlobs, it is nighttime. Where are you?
Oh, I am at a juice bar.
Okay, what's the name of it?
The Squeeze.
The Squeeze. That's a lot of E's in there.
There's a lot of E's.
Yeah, you're posted up in there and you're enjoying a juice. Yeah, the kind of the barkeep there is kind of on a strict keep them coming order.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone, when one's down, you get another one. Is anybody there with you, or is this a solo mission for Juice?
I did a slow mission. I'm just unwinding after a long day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, it's nice. You're watching people come and go. They're doing brisk business there at the Squeeze, as they always do.
Mm-hmm.
Squeeze is in Davis Square, so a lot of foot traffic. Warm night, people are out and about, and it's relaxing just to watch the comings and goings, trying to assess what someone's all about just in that first 20 or 30 seconds based on what they order and how they pay. And
I call it Zlobs time.
It's Zlobs time. Mm-hmm. Someone's watching you through the window.
Mm-hmm.
It's you wave. It's Vespa Blatmasters of the
I know her.
Carnations.
She's cool.
Yeah, she's outside. She's she see like the second you see her seeing you, you like wave, and then she kind of walks off, like out of view, and then maybe 30 seconds later, kind of comes back and is standing by the front door of this place. Looks like she's debating whether or not to come in.
Vespa, why are you being weird?
She comes in.
Yeah. Hi, Vespa. It looks like something's on your mind.
He didn't come to the game.
Who?
My dad.
Wait, isn't he the coach?
Yeah.
Who coached you?
We coached ourselves.
Oh, that's really rough. Barkeep, can I have another one of these apple juices, please, for my good friend here? Extra apple.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, leave the pulp in.
Oh, and they ring a bell for some reason. He's been gone before, but he's never missed a game.
Did you try calling his cell phone?
Yeah.
And he didn't answer?
Straight to voicemail.
Well, that's not good. It sounds like a mystery. Do you want... I know you... we're not the best team around, but we are 3-1. I'm just saying. Do you need any help? Because that sounds pretty rough.
I can't ask anyone on my team. I said that he was out of town giving lectures at another college.
Mm-hmm. Is that yes?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I will take this time to apologize because I am in a very good place of self-care right now. I feel like sometimes I take a rivalry between the Somerville 7th Hours and the Cambridge Carnations very seriously. But yeah, I think you all have a really great team.
That's kind of you to say. And yeah, rivalry aside, I don't know. I just thought that you would get it. The Zlob's question for you. It's been about a week since you sold the scarf to Thaddeus Blatmasters, her father.
Mm-hmm. A very advanced nano silk scarf for like $7,000 in the shady nighttime deal. Yes,
exactly. After his car drove off, there was an explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that explosion? Was it close enough to you?
Oh yes, I ran away.
Okay.
I get too nervous. Don't tell anyone though. I have a reputation.
Were you aware at the time that it was Thaddeus Blatmasters' car? Or did you just hear an explosion and wanted to get scares?
I get too nervous, but thinking back, the only thing that would make sense.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, now Vespa's wondering where her dad, whose car blew up minutes after talking to you, she needs your help finding him, and you were the last person to
yes
see him.
I feel morally obligated to do so.
Yeah, you don't let on. You
no, goodness,
you're
no.
being very kind about this, but yeah. So she looks at you and says, "Okay, where do we start?"
Let me. Well, we. I think this is a. I have a team that I work well with. Why don't we report back to you with our initial findings in a day?
I'm coming with you.
Okay. All right. Meet me here. I scribbled down an address. All right, and the address is Darby's house.
Okay. Yeah. So she looks. All right, I'll meet you there.
Okay, thank you. And I send a group text to everyone. Quick, we have to meet at Mindy's house.
Mindy's house.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
As in, like now, I put all the important emojis that says, "Oh, this is not a drill."
So within about 2 minutes, Mindy, Mr. Mathers lets you know that Zlobs texted him on his phone and said that your friends are coming over. And then about 5 minutes later, Morgan and Darby show up. And then about 5 minutes after that, Zlobs shows up.
Hi.
Hey.
Zlobs, what's up?
Can we meet in the treehouse, please? This is very important business.
Oh, yes. Dad?
Yeah.
We have to go out to my office.
Oh, okay.
We'll be back soon. I don't think it should take too long.
Is this a catered meeting?
Oh, yes, please. Oh, my goodness, yes.
Yes.
Is that a question? The question, you can always auto-assume yes to that question.
I think catering would be very helpful to our process today, Dad. Thank you.
You got it.
Okay, we head up to the treehouse.
What's up, Zlobs?
Oh, your boy Zlobs did it again.
What'd you blow up?
Well, it's not okay. I know it's surprising. Something did blow up, but it wasn't my fault.
Something blew up and you didn't do it?
I know, it's weird, right?
What happened?
Yeah.
Start at the beginning.
Okay. I feel like I kept something from you all. You know how I got that $7,000? Did you ever wonder about that?
I
Yes.
did.
Well, yeah, of course.
You asked for some space, so we gave you some space.
Oh, thank you. I sold my nano silk scarf for $7,000 to Coach Thaddeus Blatmasters.
Huh.
What did he want with it?
I don't know. I don't ask questions.
Well, does he still have it?
Okay, so here's the predicament that your boy Zlobs is in.
Okay.
After he left, there was a big old explosion, and I think it was his car. And then I got scared and I ran away. Don't tell anyone. I ran away though. And then I was at the squeeze, and then Vespa Blatmasters showed up asking for us to help her find her father.
Did you see? Wait, you saw the car blow up?
There was a big explosion. I get scared. Okay.
Was Thaddeus in the car?
I presumably he drove alone.
Zlobs, you're not normally scared of explosions. What made you scared this time?
Well, it was I would feel like I was doing something bad, and I got nervous, and I didn't have my team I didn't have anyone there with me.
So I should always come along to these things.
I know I'm kicking myself. I'm sure you would have had my back if we had a back alley deal.
I think the right move is to be honest about it. I mean, the more information Vespa has, the more that they'll be able to piece this together. You kind of owe that explanation.
Okay, I think "oh" is a strong word.
Should we maybe first be sure?
Yeah, I think if you don't mind investigating with me, it was that Longstock.
Maybe we should go to Longstock first. Look for clues.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at investigating things, so.
He's Zlobs.
Yeah.
So, am I right to assume then that no one else knows that you sold the nano silk to Vespa Blatmasters?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Except for the brain tree.
Oh, the brain tree knows everything, I assume. I don't know how trees work. Not botany.
I just kind of figure that the brain tree sees all once you kind of enter it. But that's just a guess based on, the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I tell you what, let's do a small investigation. I'll entertain this, but if we find nothing, and I mean nothing soon, then we should probably tell Vespa.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Two things happen in this moment. One, the little pulley outside the front door of Mindy, your office, starts spinning, and the rope is rolling up, and on a platter are a buffet of hot dogs and condiments.
Catering is here.
And the other thing is, Darby, your phone rings. It is it is Louisa.
Louisa.
Hi. There is someone named Vespa here looking for you.
Zlobs,
Yeah.
do you know why Vespa would be at my house?
Oh, we got to go get Vespa. Oh, we got to go get
Sorry, we'll be right there.
Darby.
Can you tell her to? Yeah.
Darby, tell Louisa to put on Lion King 2 Simba's Pride for Vespa.
Oh, okay, Louisa, can you put on Lion King 2 Simba's Pride for Vespa while she waits?
Sure.
Okay, we'll be there. We'll be there soon, and tell Vespa we'll bring her. Can you ask her what she likes on her hot dogs?
Hold on. As much relish as you can fit.
As much relish as we can fit. Okay, thanks. We'll be home soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Okay. Load up some hot dogs. We gotta go get Vespa.
What's going on? Why do we have to get Vespa now?
I promised her that she can come with us.
But, so we got to tell her then, right?
No.
You mean we got to do this investigation without
Well, Lion King 2 is 122 minutes. So if we wanted to get her after, we have 122 minutes until until she enters an awkward social situation with Louisa.
Good. Although she might also have information that could help.
Yeah, and plus she might have already seen that one.
So we have 122 minutes to conduct an investigation. Is that what you're saying, Mathers?
I think we should get Vespa and bring her with us.
Okay.
What do you think, Zlobs?
It's up to you.
Up to me. Oh, let's let her watch The Lion King.
Hey, this is Zlobs' mission.
No, it's our mission. Well, our. Oh.
All right.
Thought maybe you would take the captainship on this one since you were at the juice bar.
But I've never been captain.
Today's your lucky day, Buster.
I don't want that responsibility.
I believe in you, Zlobs.
So, you drive to Longstock Field. And then Zlobs, you kind of start at the field and then start driving up the service road to, based on, kind of your memory of it, because it's now been over a week, based on, or about a week, I guess, based on where you thought the explosion came from. And you drive up to that spot, and it's near the former military base that's there on this service road. But you drive kind of up and down the road looking for clues. You have your high beams on because it's at this point now late at night.
Mm-hmm.
So, Zlobs, let's have you investigate a mystery. 2d6 plus sharp.
9.
You can ask one question from the investigate a mystery list.
Oh, where'd it go? Where did it go?
Well, the big question is the it. Because best you can tell, there has been no giant explosion out here. Like you drive up and down the whole length of the service road, like back to the main road and back and forth to Longstock. And there's no big pile of debris. There's nothing like that. Like the road's immaculately clean. And you drive again, and you flip the high beams on, and you realize the only evidence that something has happened is the fact that the big, beautiful trees that overhang the service road, it looks like a kind of a swath of a couple of them were quickly pruned. And you get out and look, and it's as if someone quickly came out here and trimmed off a bunch of burned leaves and burned branches. And now there's almost like this kind of alcove in the tree line. And you stand on the roof of your war wagon. You all do, and you smell it, and it smells faintly of burned wood up here. So that's a long way of answering where did it go. A very well-financed group came here and cleaned it up. Your guess is the Office of Tactical Interventions and Bake-at-Home Pizza Sales. That is a Blittle League, for those of you in the crowd, a Blittle League office that technically Zlobs works for. Their job is to manage bake-at-home pizza kit sales, because that's a huge fundraiser for Blittle League generally. And also they have strike teams of people that go around, and every time Blittle Leaguers need some kind of heavy tactical assistance, the Office of Tactical Interventions and Bake-at-Home Pizza Sales is there to supply them with equipment. It's why Zlobs always has grenades.
Yeah.
So this is Zlob's textbook Office of Tactical Interventions and Bake-at-Home Pizza Sales.
Zlobs?
Yeah.
You think Renard might have some information or intel about this?
Yeah. Right now I'm debating whether or not to... how much time do we have left?
I don't know. How much time do you have left?
30 minutes.
You have 30 minutes.
We should probably get Vespa.
Yeah.
Do you want me to first take a peek?
At Vespa?
For Thaddeus?
For Thaddeus?
Oh, yeah. Yes, please. Why haven't you done so already?
Oh, well, I don't know him very well, so it's kind of a long shot, but we've met a couple times. And I think I've been inside his mind before, so I might be able to find him since we're at the field where he was last seen. Maybe he's left a sort of handprint.
All right. This is a tune-in roll.
Yes.
2d6 plus weird.
Okay. I'm going to sit down cross-legged on home plate.
I put 2
And
hot
focus.
dogs on both knees.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Uh, 5.
Okay. Yeah. Best you can tell, Thaddeus Blatmasters' mind does not exist. You reach out, you sift through the pages of the world, and you've rummaged around in there at least once, and so you can hear, normally you can hear something like that faintly in the distance. Nothing.
Well,
What's up?
Well?
Heather? No.
what do you mean no?
I can't find him.
Maybe you're just having like an off day or something.
Yeah, maybe.
We should talk to
There
Vespa.
are- Yeah, we should talk to Vespa.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that he's not anywhere.
His
But-
mind could be closed off to you.
That sounds like something he would do.
Like
Yeah.
with some kind of magic or technology or both.
Oh, yeah, that sounds familiar. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Or something else that we haven't
Or
thought
something.
of yet.
yeah. All right, well, let's go pick up Vespa.
Mhm.
On the way, hey, Renard.
Ah, Zlobs. That's your ringtone.
Yeah. Hey, Renard. Are you in the office per chance? The one near Kendall?
Yes, I'm always in the office.
Great, we're on our way.
Ah, well,
Okay.
we'll see you when you get here.
Okay, goodbye. I love you.
Oh, all right. Are you picking up Vespa, or are you going right there?
Yeah, I'm picking up
Picking
Vespa.
up Vespa.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you pick up Vespa, who, she gets into the war wagon.
I'm gonna hand Vespa an absolutely drenched hot dog. Just relish has dissolved the bun.
When you said that you were going to come by and pick me up, I didn't know it was going to be 122 minutes later. I thought you were just going to drive
You got
right over.
lost.
We didn't want you to miss the ending.
Yeah, that's it.
It was very
It's-
heartfelt.
It's very underrated
Hmm.
as a Disney film.
Were you doing any investigating?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zlobs has some things he'd like to tell you. Zlobs, take it away.
Hi, my name's Severus Zlobin. I'm going to tell you the truth. I saw your dad about a week ago at Longstock Field, and then he went away, and now we're looking for him. And that's the last time I think anyone's seen him.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go to Kendall, which is the tactical office of Blittle League Intervention, to ask for some help from my handler, Renard.
We're also
Why-
investigating an explosion.
Well, wait. Why were you meeting with my dad?
I was selling him something.
Okay. And what is this about an explosion? And does this have something to do with something you sold him?
No,
Did you
no,
sell
no,
him
no,
a grenade?
no. I swear I didn't. Please, please, I would not sell a grenade.
Hey,
It was
Vespa?
fashion. I sold him fashion.
Yeah, Darby?
Do you know what your dad would have wanted with nano silk? Do you have any ideas why he would have wanted? That's what Zlob sold him.
Mm-hmm.
So we had access to nano silk, which is very hard to get, and we don't know why Coach Blatmasters needed it, but that's what was exchanged.
Well, he's a scientist. And he certainly likes nice things. So probably for one of those two reasons.
Mm-hmm. Oh, when he got it, he was like, "Oh, this is so nice." He was very pompous about it. I mean,
Hey.
Do you? Do you know if he would have had anything to do with the tactical interventions of bake-home pizza sales?
No, he doesn't. No, the Blittle League group. No, he doesn't
Okay.
work for them. No, he works for Harvard.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay.
Maybe after we check the office, we could check his office at Harvard.
It's a good idea.
Do you have a key or anything, Vespa?
She kind of thinks for a second and then says, "Yeah, I think I could figure something out."
Okay.
I think that
We're-
might be a good place to look.
Vespa, we're gonna figure out what happened to your dad. That's the
Yeah.
Morgan guarantee. I'm sure he's
Oh.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing that you realize about Vespa is, Vespa has clearly not been sleeping. And she was probably crying as recently as just before she got in this car.
Well, the Lion King 2 has an emotional ending.
So you get to the Kendall substation of the Office of Tactical Interventions and Bake at Home Pizza Sales. And Renard buzzes you in through like the armored door. And, you know, as always, it's just kind of a, it's at this point kind of the middle of the night. So it's, you know, there's not like a flurry of activity, but a lot of cubicles with screens, computers with screensavers. There's, you know, like the armories in here. And, you know, Renard is, you know, wearing like a smoking jacket and takes you all into a conference room with like a dry erase board and like a wall-sized computer monitor.
Oh, dry erase board. I love writing down stuff on the dry erase board.
Me too. I'm gonna grab a marker and just start writing. Morgan was here.
Okay, this is a serious place for serious planning, Morgan.
I'm gonna make a little smiley face with a tongue on it and say Zlobs.
Not in the planning room.
I pick up one of the dry erase markers and I just start writing down a bunch of letters and numbers.
What's those mean?
I don't know. They just came to me.
What?
I will I'll let you settle in. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds great.
Hmm.
I'm gonna get my camera phone out and I'm gonna take a picture of what Mathers put on the board.
Is it a code, Mathers?
Is it a soul scream?
What? What's a code? Like a secret code?
Yeah.
Is there a secret code?
I don't think so. When I was looking around, I just sort of saw some letters and numbers. Kind of like out a car window, you know, when things are passing too fast for you to tell what they are, but you sort of see the echoes behind your eyelids.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a bunch of letters and numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I don't have any experience like that whatsoever.
All this time, I'm like drawing like to scale, like lawn stock field, like using like a straight edge and like drawing the entire like the field in a very tactical manner.
Yeah.
And like drawing like different measurements and stuff. And like, okay, the damage probably here. These are the burnt sticks. This is like the time of day.
That's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Darby, what's your favorite pizza?
My favorite pizza?
Yeah, because they have big own pizzas here, and I think we can
Yeah.
cook one while we're waiting for Renard to return.
Oh, it's such a good idea. I like black olives and pepperoni and onions. And
Oh, hey, Renard.
Sour Patch Kids. Hey,
Sour
Renard.
Patch Kids on pizza? So smart.
That is
Apologies,
smart.
just a matter I had to handle downstairs.
Oh, downstairs. Oh, everything downstairs is very important.
What's happening downstairs?
We can't tell you. It's very secret.
Ugh.
Anyway, this is an evening visit. What can I do for you all?
What? Hold on. I need to know what's happening downstairs. I have
Mindy?
to.
Mindy, it's a secret.
I look in Renard's mind.
How dare you? Renard, dodge!
Yeah.
I push Renard out of the way.
That does nothing.
Okay, you tackle Renard, Zlobs?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Mindy, 2d6 plus weird, please.
Oh,
Hey, I'm interfering.
11.
Ah!
Yay.
Downstairs, Renard so downstairs is the Kendall location has this huge surveillance wing, and downstairs Renard was watching a whole lot of security footage on a locked door. The title of the like on the video screen that you see very clearly is The Coal Chute, Cell 0.
Ooh, that's a secret.
All right, Renard, I saved you.
Thank you, Zlobs.
No, no problem. Sorry.
What did you save me from, my friend?
It's a mental.
Mathers was stealing a secret.
What?
Hmm?
Who?
Zlobs, you're closest. Give me 2d6 plus charm.
Closest to what? Well,
Renard.
6.
Okay. Renard makes a face that you have never seen him make, that you can't really decipher in that moment. Anyway, Renard gets up and dusts himself off and sits down. So, anyway, why are you here?
All right. Well, I have, as you can see here, I have everything to scale about the place known as Longstock Field, codename Big Corn. And,
Roger, I am aware.
as you can see here by the itinerary that I laid out, there was a meeting between me and Thaddeus Blatmasters here at this time.
I see. This is all a very impressive diorama.
Thank you very much. I take pride in my work. Anyways, there was an explosion here, and then there seemed like some sort of tactical intervention noted from the bits of evidence. I was wondering if you knew, if you can maybe check the logs to see if anything happened. This is very important. Please.
Zlobs, this is going to be manipulate someone. 2d6 plus charm.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
Oh
no.
no! Oh, it's John. It's been 27 episodes. I never had to roll a charm before.
It's time.
8. Okay, that's not bad.
It's that same face again that he just made. Like he's calculating things. Would
What's wrong? You're very you're very professional, but you're also very, very warm. You're not being very warm right now.
Right. You got a partial?
Mhm.
Sorry, he kind of opens up a data pad and kind of taps in a few things, and like some images pop up on the giant screen. And after like a minute or two, he kind of turns it off and says, no, nothing, sorry. But because you got a partial success, you know he is absolutely lying to you.
Mm-hmm.
Can I send Renard a mental message?
Yeah.
Renard. Is Thaddeus Blatmasters in the coal chute?
Okay, Mindy, this is going to be 2d6 plus sharp, not 2d6 plus wits.
Okay.
Because you're literally reading the twitch of his eye right now.
Six.
I'm very sorry, everyone. You're going to have to leave.
What?
Now.
Renard, I don't think you ever lied to me before. You're like only one of the people I trust, and you just lie to me? I flipped the table.
He reaches into his breast pocket of his smoking jacket. I'm sorry, Agent Zlobins, everyone else. You're going to have to leave. It's very late.
Let's go, Zlobs.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not going. Renard, if you want me out of here, you have to physically remove me.
Zlobs.
A Blittle League Office of Tactical Interventions and Bake at Home Pizza Sales strike team is standing in the doorway.
Zlobs.
Six people wearing combat armor with shotguns.
Zlobs,
The shotguns
Vespa-
are at their side.
Zlobs.
Zlobs, Vespa needs us.
Please, can we go?
I hold my my badge, my Blittle League Tactical Office of Interventions and Pizza Sales Kits badge. Like I said, if you want me out of here, you have to physically remove me.
He looks at the half a dozen heavies. They are going to restrain you and pick you up and carry you out of here.
Great. I will not fight if that happens.
That is what they do.
Right? As they pick me up, I toss Renard my badge.
He lets it hit the ground.
As Zlobs is placed at the exit of the building,
Zlobs is doing his best he can to not cry.
I'm going to look at Zlobs. I'm going to say, Zlobs, can I ask you a question? Can I have a hug?
If I wasn't being restrained by a lot of people, yeah.
Zlobs. Let's get out of here. Can I pick up his badge on the way out?
Yeah.
Okay. So how are we going to break in there?
Into the deep? Or back into the...
Well, they clearly know more than they're letting on. I mean, they just forcibly removed us for asking questions.
Before we keep talking, I crush my sunglasses.
Oh,
Zlobs.
Zlobs.
All right, now they can't hear us.
Zlobs. Do you know of a place called the Coal Chute?
Coal shoots in the deep.
Yeah, there was a weird coal chute in that weird clothing store.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Coal Chute in the clothing store.
The coal chute
course.
Zlobs. Yeah. It's got to be that one, right?
It's the only one I know of.
And there was
Yeah.
a weird energy coming from it. It definitely felt like a place where things were hidden.
Breaking into the clothing store with the coal chute in it?
Yes.
All right. How are you breaking into the Deep, the clothing store that sells, among other things, fine nano silk fashion?
Well, first, Zlobs is going to drive us there. And I'm going to feed him a bean burrito in small bites.
Mm-hmm.
To keep up his strength.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to open the door with my flaming sword. Because I feel like holy energy is what we need right now.
Sounds
Yeah.
pretty
to
good to
penetrate
me.
the deep.
2d6 plus tough.
Seven.
Yeah, flaming sword, bursts into bright orange and flickering blue flame, and you just cleave. You just cleave the door off its hinge, and it just flies open. In that moment, the camera kind of switches. It's all black, and then kind of floating into view is this little crackling exterior door breach. Mission alert level 1. Yeah, the Deep. Walking in here is very different at night. A couple of you have been in here, and a couple others of you have been only as far as the door. In here is Boston's finest bespoke clothing. And in the middle of kind of the showroom is this big circular carpet, and under it is a literal coal chute with a big hatch on it. And Zlobs, you didn't really notice this the first time. You don't know why you didn't notice it. It was a weird day. But on that coal chute, in the corner, is the symbol of the Blittle League Office of Tactical Interventions and Bake-at-Home Pizza Sales.
Morgan.
Yeah.
Look at this. Weston Investments serving the community since 1641. 1641.
Whoa, that's crazy. Do you think
1641.
Boop, 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 boop.
Oh.
That was easy. Are there sunglasses, like a sunglass display kit by the register?
Sure are.
Great.
I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna put them right back on the rack?
I also take out my wallet and I put money on the counter.
All right, fine.
And I include sales tax too.
This hatch is now open, like the bolts.
I jump in.
All right. You take. This is a astronomically long fall.
Oops.
So let's you start falling and you prepare for 5-6 foot drop. and you just keep falling. So, Zlobs, how do you want to not die?
Oh boy.
If you scream, I will follow you.
I scream. Darby.
I hear that it's still going and just dive bomb after him.
Yeah, it's like half a second, and you kind of dive bomb in, and you're kind of falling like a pencil. And Zlobs you can hear Zlobs kind of scraping and clamoring against the walls, trying to slow.
Don't panic, Zlobs. Don't panic.
I'm not panicking. I'm falling.
Darby, 2d6 plus cool. This is a big act under pressure situation.
6.
You kind of you kind of catch him and wrap him up because you can't extend your wings in here. You kind of try to stretch them into the wall, and the friction kind of starts slowing you down. You have 8 harm to divide between the two of you.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'll make it 6. So I'll take at least 2 of that with my armor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
I
boy.
can take the other. Wait, so then it's 4 left.
Well, no, there's 6 left to be
So
divided.
8 harm minus 2 for Zlobs' armor.
Oh, right. Okay.
Technically, Darby, you have armor to your holy armor, kind of in the form of the wings and general holiness. So really, it's 5 harm to divide between the two of you.
I'll take 3.
I should take 3. I think.
Well, I jumped in.
You have to. Yeah, but you.
No, I'm gonna land first. No, I'm gonna land first.
Okay, fine. But I'm doing wherever we break into next. I'm going in first.
What? That's my thing.
I start tying ties together. You ready, Morgan?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
There are so many ties here. Thank goodness.
It's just a ridiculous number of ties.
All right.
Yeah, this was a 40-foot drop.
Okay. So that's
meaning
about.
that
That's it.
40
That's
times.
like the 30 ties.
Something like that.
No problem. Ready to propel?
Yeah.
I'm tall enough from high.
Vespa, you coming too? Vespa, you coming too?
yeah.
All right.
What were you looking at?
The scarves.
They have a lot of uses.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah, you essentially fell down something not much larger than a laundry chute. And just like the two of essentially Darby, you kind of wrap the both of you up in a cocoon of your brass wings and just concussive damage when you hit. It's pitch black down here. Eventually you're joined by Mindy, Morgan, and Vespa.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of trouble letting go of the ties because I didn't really feel the scars that well before, and now I'm really starting to understand.
Yeah, there are like a couple of nano silk ties in here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Morgan, just drop down. Morgan.
Gah. All right, and I dropped down.
Hello.
Hi. I have many lacerations.
Oh, Band-Aid.
I hold out I'm just covered and just cut up everywhere.
I take out some Band-Aids from my first aid kit. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
One.
Yeah, and there you go. Yep. And one right there. Perfect. And one right there.
Best you could tell, you're in a small but well-ventilated room. It's completely black. You can see way up, it's like a tiny pinhole of light, the surface where you all either tumbled or climbed down from. But there's no other light in this room. It's as dark as a cave.
Darcy?
Yep.
Okay. there is a what looks like a semicircular black everything in here is black, kind of black floors, cold steel walls. There's like a black semicircular desk. There are kind of view slits in the walls at about eye height.
It's this way.
Yeah, and you start walking down this dark hall.
I'm gonna quickly just go back to the ropes and cut off one of the nano silk ones and give it to Vespa.
Yeah, you kind of untie / remove like one of the ties, and it's a nano silk tie, and she takes it.
Just keep it on you until we leave, until we find your dad.
Yeah, she draws her her VB monogrammed 9mm pistol, kind of loads in bullets.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah. It becomes very, very clear that you are walking through a prison, an underground prison. There's like you walk through like intake essentially, and it's weird that intake is a 40-foot shaft leading down into this kind of small room with like a desk, but everything beyond it is a prison. You know, you're kind of like poking your head around corners. There are like guard stations, abandoned, empty. Cells, and then a super heavy door that you are able to, it's not even locked. That swings open. Cells 7 and 6, cells 5 and 4, cells 3 and 2. And then there's this super heavy door that says cell 0 beyond login.
Can I tell you another secret that I was keeping?
Yes.
Zlobs.
About that night.
Okay.
I was on a mission that night.
What mission?
I was told to lure Coach Blatmasters to that field that night.
Did you know why?
They said they had to take him.
Take him?
Yeah, that's all they told me.
I look at Vespa.
Vespa hands you her gun.
I take it. Are you okay?
Why the change of heart then, Zlobs?
I didn't think anything bad would happen, and I feel like this is the only groups of people that I can trust, and they lied to me. They're keeping secrets from me. Vespa, I'm sorry. I don't know how bad this could get. I was just following orders, but that's not a good excuse.
She walks past you and swings open this super heavy security door. It is also unlocked.
I'm gonna rub Zlobs' back a little bit and pat it a little bit. Thanks for telling the truth.
I kind of fall down to like the side of the wall, and just like plop against it.
I'm gonna run
Good.
and get to that door to see what it is.
I'm following Vespa too.
This room's a little bigger. And as you all walk in, big floodlight overhead turns on. Great big circular room, maybe 30 feet across. At the far end is a door that says Cell 0. There are, shooting posts around the end. This is maximum security within maximum security. But those shooting platforms are all empty. The only thing in this room, standing there about 7 feet tall in a suit of power armor, is Umpire Sunman.
I'm gonna draw the gun and point.
No.
Don't, Morgan, don't.
Oh my
That's an
God, this is a trap. Oh, we fell for a trap. Oh, we fell for a trap.
No.
Oh
No,
my
that
God,
doesn't
we
make
fell
sense.
for a trap.
Zlobs,
Oh
no,
my
that
God,
doesn't
oh my
make
God,
any
oh my
No
God.
sense.
trap,
What's Vespa?
sunflowers.
What's Vespa doing right now?
Vespa is standing stock still, staring at the Umpire. This isn't a trap. This is a break-in. His voice is echoing through the speakers in this room. Apparently, he's connected.
Hold on a second.
We're
Can I walk? I walk up to Sunman.
You get to within about 5 feet, and he raises a hand.
I keep walking. I try to touch his hand.
Oh, he's there.
Oh. Hello.
5 Blittle Leaguers broke into a maximum security prison where a scientist that unleashed a virus that nearly killed people is being held.
What?
I'm gonna draw my sword and just hold it, not threaten Sunman. But then he's really angry at us. So I'm gonna just try to calm him down just a little bit.
Well, look at sword.
With the holy energy from my sword giving me strength. And knowing I can call in an army if I need to.
Sure. You're going to use your power to soothe.
Yes.
He's standing there. Aside from his hand up, none of his suit's weaponry has activated.
That's right. 5 Little Leaguers did break in because that's what good Little Leaguers do.
Yes.
You sign the permission slip. And when something bad happens, when people's lives are in danger, you help them. Vespa's dad, a coach, disappeared. We don't know why. What do you expect a Little Leaguer to do? You expect a Little Leaguer to go and find them and save them. Just like any umpire would teach us. You know, sometimes we have to often save them from you, but that still, we're doing what Little Leaguers do.
Yeah.
Maybe Coach Blatmasters did do something terrible. In which case, let there be some sort of justice, but it's not this. It's not his daughter not knowing where her dad is. It's not a team not having a coach.
They had to coach themselves, umpire.
I am aware.
Take off your armor,
I will do no such thing.
coward.
Call me what you want, then.
I'm gonna reach up to, to Umpire Sunman's hand and just try and just lower it.
Okay. 2d6. 2d6 plus tough.
8.
You hear like the servos in the arm don't even strain. He lets his arm down because he chooses to.
What I don't get, there's so many things that are wrong here. If this is a maximum security prison, there are literal sniper nests there. There's no one at the greeting station. Why are you here? This doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. You all broke into a maximum security prison to break out someone that nearly got a lot of people killed, including Little Leaguers and umpires. There is proof beyond a shadow of a doubt that Blatmasters in that cell there is guilty of endangering a lot of lives.
Yes.
Justice will be meted out. But what the story will say tomorrow is that I kept a criminal in jail, and one Blittle Leaguer died trying to get him out.
I fired the gun right at his face.
Okay. 2d6 plus tough to kick some butt. I'm also going to give you a -1 because he's wearing a suit of power armor.
Oh, that's a 4. Nope, that's -1. That's a 3.
All right. You shoot, the bullet ricochets off of his the eyepiece of his helmet, and he kind of turns for a second, and then raises his arm again and fires a pair of magnetic locks, Morgan, that hit you in one arm and then immediately kind of get your arms together, and you these things are on there.
I pick up Morgan and go.
What?
Go where?
Ow, out!
Get out of here.
Away!
Okay, Zlobs.
I'm using my tactical genius because I'm leaving no one behind.
Okay. 2d6 plus sharp. Minus, and this may be the first time I've done this, -2 because Umpire Sunman knows exactly what you're about to do.
Okay. This is to 4.
You pick up Morgan and start sprinting towards the door in here. It swings shut, and at this point, it all locks.
I should have seen this coming.
Before anyone does anything else, Mindy, Vespa, Morgan, and Darby, you are all free to leave right now.
Oh, thank you.
That's a joke, right?
No.
I'm going to start doing a ritual.
What ritual would you like to try to do?
I'm going to go big or go home. And I'm going to make Umpire Sunman disappear and go somewhere else.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, so this is going to be essentially kind of a big ritual teleport spell.
Mm-hmm.
What you're going to need to do to accomplish that is you're going to need it's kind of a 3-step process. You're going to need to get your hands out of these locks. Step 1. Step 2 is your roommates they each need a success. Whatever it is they're doing, they each need a success. And then after each of them gets a success, you need a success on a 2d6 plus weird.
All right. I know how I'm going to get out of the locks then.
All right. We will get back to you in a bit.
All right.
Yeah. Umpire Sunman at this point is not doing, and Umpire Sunman is standing there waiting for one of you to make a move. Please, the 4 of you can go. Please.
Why do you want to kill Zlobs? We're not going to go, so you might as well tell us.
$2d6 plus charm.
Four.
Okay. 2 options. 1, magnetic cuffs. 2, the dark timeline.
The what?
The dark timeline.
I have to know. I have to know what the dark timeline is.
Do you?
All right. Umpire Sunman takes a step back, raises his palms.
No.
Mindy, do you have the book?
No.
Not that one,
Please.
the one you took from me.
You took a book?
What? Matters? You took a book?
The
Is
red
that what-
one.
I know what book.
My book.
Is that what this is all about? Umpire Sunman. Umpire Sunman. It was at 719 Misty Lane in Chincoteague, Virginia.
Mindy, give me the book.
Umpire Sunman. Umpire Sunman. It was Zinnia Carson. Umpire Sunman.
I want to break Thaddeus Blatmaster out of his cell.
How?
Explosions.
Okay.
Let's play ball, baby.
2d6 plus tough.
Whee! 6!
Zlobs.
You start sprinting by, and kind of like grenades, kind of like one in each hand. You pull the pins. Umpire Sunman activates the jump jets of his suit.
No.
Big leaping arc lands in front of you. He grabs your hands with the grenades and kind of pulls you close, and you're staring right into his eyes, or the big black lenses where his eyes would be. And the grenades explode between the two of you.
Darby, Morgan, he's here for Zlobs. He's just here for Zlobs.
Zlobs, you take no harm, but your armor is destroyed.
No, I need that.
He picks you up and hurls you across the room. This is proving my point. Now he's angry. He was not angry before, Darby. In 1 year's time, Zlobs, in 1 year's time, you do something that only you can do. You do a thing because you're careless and you're overconfident, and it's a disaster that you do not recover from. He looks at all of you. It consumes you, Zlobs. This thing you do. Do you know how much it consumes you?
Don't, please.
No.
You stole the naval cog from the USS Constitution. You broke into a Proteus Energy Systems lab. You overloaded the reactor there. You used the power to activate the cog, which hurled you back in time to try to solve the mistake. You wanted to go back in time 2 years, Zlobs. You went back 20 years, Zlobs. You lived in a time before you were born, Zlobs. You lived off the grid. You worked odd jobs. You waited. You took your red book. In it was the last picture of you where you were happy. You went to Chincoteague, Virginia. You befriended your mother, and soon after you befriended your father. And you became an umpire. And you waited until this very moment when you would stand here and stop 5 Blittle Leaguers from breaking a criminal out of jail. And 4 of them made it out. At this point, he takes off the helmet.
Zlobs, you shouldn't have told him. You shouldn't have told your mother, and you shouldn't have told him.
All you have to run right now. Please.
Darby, Morgan, we have to go.
I wish I could. But I won't. Not unless I know Zlobs will be Not unless I know my friend will be okay.
If you go right now, Morgan, we'll all be just fine. Go, Sunflowers.
He's telling the truth, Morgan. We have to go now. Vespa?
Yeah.
We have to go now.
Yeah.
Your dad's not here.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do, Zlobs? And I'm looking at my friend Zlobs.
1, 2, 3.
I want the Sunflowers to win this season. Win it all.
I'm going to look at Mathers. Okay. I'll be right behind you.
Darby? Darby?
Mm-mm.
We need
No.
Darby. We need you to fly us out of here.
I can't leave him.
I know.
I've left too many other people. I'm gonna draw my sword and command my army to stay with Zlobs while we go.
Yeah. You start backing up and you raise your sword. And there's that swirl of energy as that overhead lamp explodes. And ringing Zlobs and Sunmen are a phalanx of angels, wings at their side, their own burning swords in front of them.
Keep their souls safe.
The door closes, and we will end it right there.